I officially started music in the 5th grade band. I played drums because the drummers were the ones that get to go home with the big box with the drum pad and the xylophone, and I thought that could make the most racket. So I picked drums, but even before that, I was always involved in music. I remember being about maybe 5, 6 years old, and my 2 best friends and I, we wrote a song, just came up with some lyrics and made a little beat, and basically just kind of like sing poetry, but music has always been a part of me. I was definitely the pots and pans kid that would set up in the kitchen and just bang away. And when I started in the 5th grade band on drums, I initially took to it right away. I think drums is a great instrument to start with. And the school saw my talent and brought me up to the junior high band immediately. And then in my junior year of high school, I ended up with an electric guitar seemingly out of nowhere. My parents bartered for an electric guitar and an amp. And up until that point, I had no interest in playing guitar. But since I was a drummer, I was listening to these great bands like Metallica and Tool and Deftones and Led Zeppelin and Jimi Hendrix. And the music that all those bands made together really spoke to me, and I identified with the distortion and the emotion behind the riffs and how the drums and the guitars linked together to really make the riffs a lot heavier together than any of them playing by themselves. I think that's a great synergy about playing with bands. And it was around this time when I got a guitar that I just instantly started writing songs, having more of a melodic outlet. And it was a great experience to be able to share music with my sister during those years, as well as being able to join in with my friends and create bands. So I was in 2 bands before I was out of high school, and those were some really great years of my life. Being able to have fun and be creative with my family and with my really close friends and work towards something. We always wanted to play that next awesome show, and we'd work our way up from playing at middle school dances up to playing these large clubs in Detroit area. And you really got to see building a dream take place in front of you. I really got to see my friends and I and my sister, we worked towards a creative goal. We worked towards an accomplishment of playing at these different places and writing the next awesome song. And it gave us something to work for, something to strive for, and something that really formulated how I view the world and took me to every chapter of my life from there on out, where music has always guided me into my destiny and has always provided me a path to follow and to grow with. And that's what I love about music, and it's always going to be a part of my life. Music took me from getting out of college, well, first going through college, playing some great shows at the local clubs around the college that I went to. And that's where I really started to cut my chops, I guess, as a stage performer, and really fell in love with being able to connect with the audience. But music was always a driving force in my life, as it is now. And music took me to a higher place, to be able to find a better job and to be able to make more money, make a better living for myself. Every day there's something to grow with. Every day there's something to challenge myself with and to learn something new, to write something new. Just when you think that there's nothing left new to experience in music, you find something new. And I love that about music. Not only has it bettered my life professionally, but it's expanded my perspective on life and given me the fuel to go after my adventures. Music is what sustained me as I've traveled back and forth across country a few times. And my first time doing it in an RV, which was an incredible life experience for myself and my two close friends and bandmates. And music was the life force of this period of my life and gave me the fuel to always keep striving for my dream of being able to bring my band and our music out to the West Coast and to create a buzz and be a part of the growth of music to its next development. And I got to experience one of my childhood dreams come true when I got to play at the Whiskey A Go-Go in Hollywood. And all my favorite bands have come through the Whiskey A Go-Go. And as I stepped foot in that building, it was just flooded with the stories and the energy of my favorite music, the music that I grew up with. And I got to join in that whole space, which was uplifting beyond comprehension. My heart was just racing so fast with excitement that I must have played that first song of the night at the Whiskey about twice as fast because I was just so excited playing the drums. Music carried me across country and even provided a sustainable lifestyle for my bandmates and I. There was a period of my life where my bandmates and I supported ourselves solely from playing music on the street. And if it weren't for music, we might not have made it. And while I was supporting myself by playing music, I became a music teacher to further support myself as well as help a new generation of kids grow up loving music. And I instantly fell in love with teaching, and within a few years I rose up to be the general manager of the music conservatory where I worked at, and have subsequently went off and started my own music business so that way I can further add more benefit to people's lives with music. In day-to-day moments, music can tremendously enhance your life. And I've seen people's lives change. People's course of their lives have been forever altered by sharing a few minutes of music, especially in improvisation settings. When you can jump in and share in a moment of spontaneous, impromptu music, it opens you up to a new part of life and what it feels like to be human. You're tapping into a deeper aspect of the human experience. And my dad even recently told me that he didn't realize how easy it was to be able to jump in and start playing music with people. We had a family jam session for the first time with everybody in my immediate family, including my one-year-old nephew. And all of us were playing a different instrument together. And some of the people, this was their first time experiencing a musical setting. And for some of them, this was the first time they had ever touched a musical instrument. So it really is that easy to jump in and start playing music together. and it gives you a new connectedness to each other. It allows you to learn about each other and express to each other in ways that aren't available to us just with our words. So sharing music together is very important as a family. That's why I started JacksonMusicProgram.com, is to bring together this almost 30 years of experience and knowledge that I've gained from learning music, writing music, performing music, sharing music together with others, teaching music, almost 8,000 lessons now. And I want to bring all this knowledge and experience to you so that way you can use it to make your life the most exciting and effective and happy that it can be. That's my mission here with the Jackson Music Program, is to help everyone to get the most benefits they can from music. And the benefits stretch far beyond what gets written up in news articles and what gets studied by science. I've experienced in myself and have physically seen in others the change and the improvement that comes from having music in your life. And I want everyone to realize how easy it is to get the benefits of music. How easy it is to experience that adventurous vitality of life that makes you want to get up in the morning, that makes you excited to go about your day every day, appreciating what you get every day, and having that vision of your future that you are just enthralled with wanting to go after. Music is here to help you along the way. It's here to throw fuel on the fire and get you going on your path. So here's something you can do tonight with your kids. Pick out one of your favorite songs or one of the kids' favorite songs and listen to it together. Stop whatever it else is you're doing, put the phones away, turn off the TV, and just share a song together. Sing, laugh, have fun. If you're sharing one of your songs with your children, tell them the stories about when you first heard this song or what this song reminds you of. And if it's one of your child's song that you're listening to, be present with them. Enjoy the song. Start to get a sense of why they like the song. Enjoying that with them, sharing that musical experience, deepens the bond that you can have with your child. And it's something that anyone can do. So try that tonight. As you can tell from my story, everything in life gets better with music. I'm very grateful that I've had music growing up and all throughout my life. And it's one of the most beneficial things you can give your children, is to give them music. It will help them get better grades in school. It will help them get a better job and make more money. And it will help them have a stronger immune system and be healthier. You have less fights with your kids, you have better relationships with your spouse. Your kids don't get left behind in school. One reason why I think music is so important for kids to have is music is an area where there's still anything possible. And kids really get to experience what it's like to have endless possibilities and to discover that they really can do anything they put their mind to. So go to my website, JacksonMusicProgram.com, to find the easiest ways that you can start bettering your children's lives with music tonight.